Oh,
What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? Everybody, welcome back in again and again to the Give Me My Props Sports Betting Podcast slash Family. I am Larry Williams, aka that event you gotta hurry up and try to get to because you late and you bought some expensive ass tickets. He is Jan Bond, aka Gin and Juice.
what up, though?
And this is the Give Me My Props Sports Betting Podcast slash Family, where we talk about all things NFL and NBA sports betting related. And we talk about life, love, and other stuff. Popular culture stuff. About our families, about stuff. And earlier, Jan, we like to start off with talking about other stuff. Earlier, we start talking about something, and let's kind of drag people, behind the mask and tell them we was talking about like who do we think has the most YouTube views ever as relates to a music artist, right? And neither one of us got it right. And I think that the top number of views is like 8 billion, right? Was it 8 billion,
Oh
Jan?
yeah, I think it was like 8 billion or something like that.
I know you don't want to talk about this on the show, but I mean, we open up the show talking about this. None of like you don't see any. I don't think Puff Daddy was on. Do you remember me saying Puff Daddy's name
Uh,
or did he or what? He's in trouble too. Those guys are in trouble. Oh, I don't want to talk about that yet. That's still going on right now. They've got somebody in
oh
custody
wow.
for Tupac's murder,
Oh yeah,
and I
I
plan
heard
on
it.
it.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah.
Did you see? Did you see? And this is out there, so I'm just gonna say this. Did you see Keefe D's Vlad TV interview?
I did see. I did see some of it. I see so many interviews that I probably got to go back and review it. But if he's involved, then, I mean, that he did it to himself.
He listen, bro. I don't know that we talk about this on the show. Matter of fact, let's move on. Dame got traded. Dame got tra- Dame got traded to the Bucks, right?
Yeah.
But then Drew Holiday landed on the Celtics. He landed on the Celtics. Are the Celtics the best team in the East right now?
I still go to the Milwaukee Bucks, but that was a good move for the Celtics. They needed that. They had to replace Marcus Smart, and he's a better Marcus Smart, in my opinion.
Okay. Well, mm, I okay. I mean, okay. I like it. I like the Celtics a lot. I don't trust Tatum and Brown in the playoffs, and I don't have any reason to.
No.
Um, I mean, let's move on. Let's talk about some that stuff because that stuff's gonna happen down the line. Basketball starts when? Later this month or next month? Later this
This
month.
this month, yeah, the end of the month.
Yeah, later this month. So I need to start raring up for fantasy because I'm a big fantasy basketball guy. You don't do any fantasy. America, he does football
Football.
fantasy. He
Yeah.
does football fantasy, and that's it. He doesn't even think about stuff. Okay, he doesn't even fantasize. Uh, let's uh, let's go. Week one. Um, anything you want to talk about a shocker from last week? Was it a shocker? Or what happened
Um,
last week? Only three upsets, which is crazy because we was involved in two of them. We bet two of them on the
yeah.
wrong side of it, which I can't freaking believe.
Yeah, that was kind of
Uh,
crazy.
anything happened last week that kind of shocked you? Because I got one.
Only thing that kind of shocked me is the Bengals is officially trash. I mean, that kind of shocked me. They're not good at all.
I mean, we knew that they were going to take a step back, right?
Yeah, I figured they'd take a step back, but they look like the old Bengals.
Well, they play like them too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look and play like them. No, all jokes aside, but what surprised me the most is that Buffalo blew out Miami. Like everybody thought Miami, including me, everybody thought Miami was hostile. You want to crown their ass, then crown them. You know, So everybody thought Miami was hot stuff, right? You want to crown their ass, then crown them. Okay, Denny. Hey, I get it. Buffalo waltzed right in there and blew them out. Blew them
Yeah,
out. So
yeah, that
that
was
surprised me.
actually kind of well, it kind of played out. I didn't think it was gonna be a blowout like that, but it kind of played out like I thought it might because Miami was at the bottom of the list in defense. So I kind of figured they wasn't gonna be able to stop Buffalo, but Buffalo was gonna get a couple stops to go ahead. You kind of, but
You said that too. That was a game you called. I thought Miami would compete at least. They didn't even compete, and that was pretty
yeah,
bad.
they didn't
Uh,
really compete. They just got blew out the water.
yeah, they just got blown out. Houston's better than everybody thinks too. Houston
Yeah,
is better than everybody. Mark, don't. Hey, listen, Mark, don't text me. Okay, don't text me, Mark. No, text me, Mark. I love you, bro. Shout out to Houston. They're 500 or 3-1.
they're 2-2.
Okay, they 500. They
Actually, I
two
have
and
to
two.
pull up the schedule since we
Yeah,
about
I
to
think they're
get on
two and
there.
two. I mean, they got as good a shot as any from going to worst to first and winning the division. I like, that's another thing that Houston is better than people think. CJ Stroud's a real quarterback. He does not look confused and scared or anything back there.
Right, and actually, I got the wrong schedule.
Well, let's move on.
Yeah.
We got Houston. They're playing this week. Coming up the Thursday game, we got uh Chicago going to the Commanders, going to DC to face the Commanders. Commanders, tough loss to the Eagles, man. Tough loss to the Eagles. I thought they had that game. McLaurin doesn't make the big catch last week. I'm gonna take the Commanders in this. I'm sure they're favored it. I'll give the points. Chicago's pretty bad, even though they almost beat Denver.
Yeah, Chicago's pretty bad. I like Washington as well. Short week always goes in the favor of the better team because weaker teams need more time to prepare. So less time to for Justin Fields to look at film is a bad thing.
I don't know that, I don't know that it can get any lower for him. No pun intended, Mr. Fields. I'm sure you look awesome. You can throw football much farther than I can and more accurate and everything. But yeah, it just seems like you won't throw the football for
but
whatever reason.
right. But one thing I will say, and I haven't bet this game, but Chicago has gone over. Their games have gone over every game this season. Just to throw
Ooh,
that out there, if anybody want
what's
to
the
look at the
number?
over,
What's the total?
right now it's 44.5.
God, do you trust them to put up what they had 28 last week? Do you trust them to put up 20 some odd more points with Fields? And Washington's got a decent defense. It's not like their
Yeah,
defense is just, bare.
yeah, but
So,
Washington probably could make up the difference. It could be 35 to you know what I'm saying
well,
to
sure. Yeah.
40 to
I
40 to
wish they
14.
would. Listen, man, let's move on. Jacksonville looking crazy. 9:30 in the morning, still there, still in London. Buffalo's coming over, Big Ben and all of that stuff. I hear they having a bed bug problem over there, and but it's in like Paris though. Okay, so I guess you're safe in London. I don't, but whatever, man. They're over there. Cheerio, Jane Bond, the whole deal. They over in London. Jacksonville seems like they do well over in London. But the Bills they look superhuman. Like I think we should go Bills 49ers Super Bowl and just book it right now. Right?
Yeah, 1-1 rarely. We get that, to when they get down the line, but 1-1 rarely goes to Super Bowl. It does happen, but it doesn't happen that often as you would think.
Yeah, and well, it's just like is there any reason to talk about that game? Like, is it a foregone conclusion that Buffalo's gonna win it?
I like Buffalo. I don't like the points. I say this: if you bet Buffalo, put it in the money line because Jacksonville has an advantage. They already been over there.
They
They
are
played
still
last
there.
week. Yep. So they don't have no jet. They might the jet lag might be gone, but the jet lag will be with Buffalo.
Buffalo's
So
not going 16-1 either.
no, they're not. So I would stay away from them points, but I do like Buffalo in this game. I'm not betting it. Like I said, if I won't bet it, I'm gonna put Buffalo in the money line. And I got another one when we get to it that I might parlay this with.
Houston, better than everybody thought. Atlanta, not as good as everybody thought. Um, in fact, got boat race last week by that Jacksonville team we were just talking about in London. But Houston's going to Hot Atlanta. Give me Houston. CJ Stroud's riding high, man. They look really good over there. I'm not gonna lie, man. Shout out to my dude on the third coast. I'm always talking about my friend Mark. Got a lot of friends in Texas, but he's one of my favorites for sure. Um, so shout out to Houston and third coast. Is Atlanta favorite in this game, Jan?
Yeah, Atlanta's favorite.
By how many?
I'll tell you in this half a second. 1.5.
Oh, okay. Vegas doesn't know what the hell's gonna happen either. They think Houston's gonna win, but you can't favor them.
Yeah,
I think that's what's going on right there.
but one thing I will say that favors Atlanta, Houston is real weak against the run. Well, they in the middle of the pack. They like 17th against the run.
Atlanta's not running the ball well. That's a rumor. That's a myth.
What they haven't ran? Where they 10th in the league and running.
That's
But that's what they do. They try to run. They haven't ran the ball particularly well because they went against better run defenses, and you would
run
be
defense.
shocked. Some, and I guess I'm not gonna say it. This shocked me today when I was looking up some of the stats. Um, when Atlanta, because Atlanta like to run the ball, that's pretty much all they could do. If they can't run, they probably not going to win the game. I looked up who they ran against. Detroit is number one against the run in the whole NFL. I was like,
Yeah,
what?
I mean, why not?
Wow, yeah, that shocked me. But we can stay on this game. I think Atlanta might could run the ball, so I might lean to Atlanta. I'm not betting this game, but Houston is real hot. I can say that. But just remember that with Atlanta, if they can run the ball, they got a chance. If they can't run the ball, they're not winning.
Okay. I was trying to find what number Houston was against the run. But I like Houston in the game, and I'm inclined to take those points. Because I'm still kind of scared to bet a money line just because of their reputation or their history. I'll say not reputation, but I like Houston. Moving on, Carolina, the Rook going to the crib, Jan. Blue ski mask everywhere, bro. Just create like people throwing chili fries and you know what I mean. He might get caught out there hanging at the Orchid or Double O or something. I don't know. I'm saying old stuff, right? I
Right,
don't know,
yeah.
right? Yeah, I don't know what the new hip adult entertainment establishment, but Detroit's a really fun city, but very blue collar. I see the blue ski mask coming out in Groves. You know they're gonna sell it out if it's not already sold out, and I don't see Carolina and that rookie making it out of there. I'm giving the points because I know Detroit's favorite. Um,
Yeah, but I'm gonna say this.
he hates you guys, Detroit, and he lives there.
No, I like to trade this game, and this is
Oh,
actually the game I would parlay with Buffalo. I would put Buffalo and Detroit in the parlay because the
oh,
spread is 9.5, which is kind of high.
God, on this Detroit game?
Yeah, it's 9.5.
Come on, Vegas. Come
Yeah, I
on,
think
man. Y'all doing too much, Vegas. Y'all. Hey, listen, y'all. I like the Lions and all of this. This at the most is a 6.5 point spread. At the very most.
at the very most. But Vegas got killed last week. I don't know if you heard about it. Vegas got
Yeah,
destroyed
they got
last week.
took to y'all. They got took
Yeah.
to the thing. What
So
they call it to the woodshed.
so I figured a lot of these spreads is going to be kind of high because Vegas like when people don't cover actually because a lot of people just bet the favorite with the spread. So actually, since it wasn't a lot of upsets and everybody pretty much covered last week too, maybe except 2 games. But so Vegas
And,
took a
and
real bath, yeah,
and
last
peep
week.
this, y'all. Week 1 it was 8 upsets, right?
Yep,
Week 2 6, week 3 6.
yep.
So you're looking for at least 5. No, one week we had 5 upsets, didn't we?
Nope, it been six,
6 and 6
six.
and 8, right?
Yep,
Listen, so you look for at least 5 when you're starting to go through the schedule. That's one of the
yep,
secrets we use.
yep.
Okay, let's just put it out there.
Yeah, last week it was 3.
It was Dan gone 3,
Yeah.
y'all. 3.
But 2 of them moved on game day, so Vegas kind of cheated a little bit. So 2 of them moved on game day. I'm gonna still count them as upsets. I'm gonna asterisk by it, but they wasn't
They
upsets when it,
they moved the line based off the money too, Jen. So it's
yeah,
not
yeah,
like, but that that the opening line though.
Yeah, yeah, they were
That's
upset.
off of
Yeah, and I bet both of them, and I had them both at plus money. For good thing for me, I had them at plus money. So game day, both teams, the Rams and the Ravens, went to minus money. They turned into the favorites.
they
But
turned into favorites.
yeah,
Let's try to get through the schedule. Tennessee's going to the Colts. Richardson, big arm. I'm impressed, but Tennessee blowout win. I think they go in there and beat up on the Rook. Derrick Henry stumps all over those guys. Is DeAndre Hopkins done?
he
Is
looked at a,
Nuke over with?
he looked at a little suspect. The last game because it was a couple catches, and I remember we were actually watching the game. We both was tuned in, and I was like, DeAndre Hopkins usually makes that catch, even though it was kind of hard, but he usually makes that catch because he makes crazy catches, and he didn't make one of his spectacular catches that he usually makes. So I'm like, wow, is he done?
Yeah, that one that came over the top. He had 1-on-1 over the top,
Yeah,
right?
yep, yep,
Yep. Yeah, he missed a bad one.
yep. And it
and I
was a
mean you
tough
can.
catch, but he usually makes the craziest catches.
That's
So
what That's who you like.
give me the Titans, and I'm betting this. Already bet it. The Titans have won 5 straight. They pretty much kind of dominate the Colts, no matter where they at. And the Titans are top 5 against the run. The Colts want to run. Richardson is not a bona fide passer, even though he's exciting to watch. But he's a runner at heart. Give me the Titans.
He's
The
very
Colts.
exciting to watch,
The
and I think
Colts.
he'll get better. He'll improve.
Oh yeah, he definitely get better. He's pretty. He got a lot of potential right now. The Colts are terrible against the pass, so I think Tannehill and Nuke will show out. But they like to run anyway. But they do take their shots.
They do take shots.
Yeah. So give me the Titans. I bet it. Titans. This is one of them games. Like, why are they favorite? They had actually Vegas got the Colts favorite, -1. So
Whoa.
Colts shouldn't be favorite in my
That's
opinion.
basically a pick 'em too.
It is a
That's
pick 'em.
Yeah. That's a pick.
So
I
give me
don't
the
know.
give me the Titans. I bet it.
I don't know why they don't believe in Tennessee. Maybe there's something there we need to look. Everybody look into Tennessee.
Yeah, the
Because
books
why
don't
the
like
hell are they
Tennessee.
favorite?
The books don't like
Especially if they
Tennessee.
won 5 in a row. They don't like Tennessee.
Yeah, they don't like
Uh,
Tennessee.
can we go on?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. New York Football Giants. They're going to Miami. I mean, Miami just took a tough loss. I think they take it out on the Giants
Yeah, they take it out on the Giants.
at
This
home too.
yeah, at home, but I'm not taking -11. But they do take it out on the Giants, even though the Giants are bona fide trash. And when I did my preseason, who won't make the playoffs, the Giants was on my list. Even though the Giants won me a lot of money last year, there's no loyalty with me. You got to have a stone face, no friends. You can't fall in love with these teams as betters. I got off of them. I got off Minnesota too.
I was just
Um,
telling my boy that today. He was like, "I'm gonna bet Atlanta Falcons win every week." Like, okay, that's not what you do if you want to win money. If you want to,
yeah,
be loyal to your team, that's what you do. But
nah, you can't do that. No love. It's no love. I
yeah,
would
it's
pick
not
you
personal.
one week, bet against you the next week. And shout out to my homeboy Seth. A week I picked. He know I like Cleveland. He was shocked that I picked Pittsburgh to beat Cleveland. I'm like, it's no love here. It's no love. But let's stay on course.
You like Pittsburgh too.
I do like Pittsburgh too, because they're really good as home underdogs. That's why I like them. I won a lot of money with with them last year. I like any team that give me a lot of money.
Speaking of Pittsburgh, a division I said I'm not betting anymore this year. If I bet this division, y'all slap my wrist. Not lying. Sports books too. If you listening, wise guys, slap my wrist if I bet this division. Baltimore's going to Pittsburgh. That's always a fun game to watch in theory. I don't know if it's fun to watch in real life because they both play an ugly brand of football. It's ugly. They're going to rush. They're going to dink and dunk you all over the field. They're going to play tough defense, no big gains, none of that stuff. If anything, take the under in this. But I don't like this division. In the game, I got to take Baltimore to 3-1. Pittsburgh shit the bed last week. So
Yep. Yep. You say all that for me to say I'm going with Pittsburgh. I bet it. Now the one thing I'm unsure of, and I actually haven't hit the button yet. I might do half and half. I might do a little bit on the money line and a little bit on the spread. They last 5 games have been decided by 3 points or less, no matter who won. And Pittsburgh has actually won 5 out of the last 6 times they played Baltimore, no matter where they played at.
Wow. No, I didn't know that. See, that's why you have a stat guy.
Yeah.
So peep this. Tennessee done won 5 straight, and Pittsburgh done won 5 out of the last 6. Why in the hell is that not a parlay I'm putting in there? I'm putting that in there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, all streaks are meant to be broken. So, but
Yeah, the streaks end at some point. All
yeah,
of
at some
them.
point. But I like the Baltimore. I mean, I like Pittsburgh Steelers as a home underdog. Anytime they home underdogs, I always look to try to bet them. They are great as a home underdog, and I gotta carry that stat over because I said it like a
They
couple shows
got
ago.
bashed last week, though, bro.
They did on away. They're not that good away, and as a favorite away, they're not really that good. Um, but give me Pittsburgh and I bet it. But like I said, I might do half and half because if they do lose, I think Baltimore will win by 3. You know what I'm saying? The spread is actually it's 3.5 now. It was 4.5. It moved the last time I looked at it. It's 3.5. The 3.5 is still tight because if they lose by 3, you still covered. But I might go a little money line, sprinkle a little money line, a little plus the 3.5 Pittsburgh.
They still giving out free bets on MGM, everybody. I can get free $25 bets. I'll take
Oh yeah, they
those
love
little
us.
dink, yeah, those little layups right there, alley oops, whatever you want to call them. I'm taking those, and I'm putting some 3-team parlays in there and taking my damn money. In fact, I just won on a plus 1,300, like so. Whatever. Uh, Last game of the 1 o'clock games. A team that the books love, New England. They're hosting New Orleans. They're hosting New Orleans. New Orleans kind of got slapped around by Tampa last week. Kind of got slapped around by Tampa, and I'm not necessarily sure they can go out there and beat Belichick, but I do. I mm, Who's favorite in this game? I'm gonna guess New England, even though I don't think they should be.
Yeah, New England is favorite. I think New Orleans should be favorite actually. I haven't bet this. Well, one thing I do got, I like the under. New Orleans has gone under last week. New Orleans has actually held an opponent um, 20 out of the last 21 games under 20 points. The other team, no
So
matter if
you
they
can't
win,
score 20. You can't score 20 on New
you
Orleans.
cannot. It's hard. You cannot score 20. Even though the Bucks just did it, but they broke their streak. It was 20 in a row. Then New Orleans allowed under 20, 20 games in a row, and they've been killing unders. They hit every under this season. I think I like the under. I've already betted it. I betted it Monday or something. You
Is
can get
this
it.
the change? Is this where the pendulum swings the other way, where they go
Uh,
downhill, or is it just that the Bucks got to them, and that's just a tough division rivalry, and that's just kind of what happened?
yeah, it just kind of happened. I don't. They'll bounce back. And like I said, at the most, I like the under. Give me New Orleans under. I already bet it. You can get it under 40 right now. They haven't. They went under 35 every game this season.
It's only been 4 games.
Right. Right.
But still, it's still every game.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the 4 o'clock games. Talking about 40. Let's move on to the 4 o'clock game. 4:05. Um, Philadelphia going out to L.A. L.A. Big city of dream. Remember that song L.A. L.A.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
think Capone and Noriega did that,
Capone,
right?
Noriega, yes.
Yeah, they had a song. There was a song for the East Coast, dissing the East Coast by Snoop Dogg and his crew. They were called the Dog Pound, and they had New York, big city of dream. They did the Godzilla thing where they're kicking over the Empire State. It was a cool video. It was cool. And then Capone and Noriega dropped L.A., and it was not as cool, but it was a cool. I liked it because I liked East Coast music, but
Yeah.
it was nowhere near the, you know.
It was one of them. When you get punched and you falling out and you just swing, but you hit the ground anyway. That's what that was. That's what that was.
And speaking of punching and falling, hitting the ground, can the Eagles do that this week against the Rams? Can the Rams sneak one in there?
I like the Eagles.
I like the Eagles too, but I mean, can the Rams sneak one in there? I mean, yeah, you almost have to pick the Eagles, but I mean,
Yeah,
bro, like they're not gonna go undefeated. You know, they're not going 17-0.
yeah, they're not going to. But this is not the spot. Um, this is not the spot where I take them. Give me the Eagles. I think the spread is actually low. I'm about to show you right.
It
It's
should be
actually
low. Stafford and them is not bad.
yeah,
They're
they're not
not
bad.
bad.
They're not bad.
And that rookie is Nakua. Hey, listen, man, he's a real guy. Like out goes Cooper Cup, next man up. And or is it Stafford that's doing this?
It's Stafford. Stafford is linked, and this was a stat I didn't know. Because what's his name, Nakua?
Yeah.
He's outpacing the Calvin Johnson and then the Cooper Cup. Um, you know what I'm saying? He's on
So
pace
he's
to
going to an even higher level than what Stafford took those guys at that
yes,
point in
and
their
Stafford
careers.
is linked to Calvin Johnson. The year Calvin Johnson broke Jay Rice's record, and then when Cooper Cup came right behind it, um, Stafford is attached to both of them. So he's
Well,
attached to a third person that's on
well,
pace to get them numbers.
well, guess who took him serious after week one and grabbed him in the fantasy?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to
Yes.
put that out there. Nobody took him serious. I did. He's got a home there. I guess we got to take Philly, boys and girls, because Jan said so. It doesn't have anything solid on the numbers, but they are just a better team.
And there's
So
only
we're gonna
four
go
point
with Philly.
spread. There's only 4 point spread too.
You talk, oh, that's kind of a lot of points. That's kind of a lot of points, in my opinion. I mean, it's approaching a lot of points, not a lot of points. It's
Yeah.
approaching a lot of points. It's like it's saying they're gonna definitely beat them. This is a dumpster fire. Since he's going to Arizona, I don't even care about that guy. Would it advise you to bet that? And even though, shout out to my man, B Hodge out there. Shout out to my man Hodges out there in Cincinnati, big Bengals fan. So shout out to him. Um, in this game, ew, Josh Dobbs, right?
Yeah, Josh Dobbs is actually playing pretty good. Arizona is fighting. I'm actually. I
I gotta
know
take the Bengals, though. They need a win.
they
They
do
need
need
a
a
win.
win. This is my I'm on a cliff moment. I might jump off. This is that I know I just used that reference in another show. I mean another episode. I'm on the ledge. I'm about to jump. Give me the Arizona Cardinals,
Oh God.
and I'm on the
Why?
ledge for betting it.
Why?
I'm on the ledge. The Bengals. Joe Burrow cannot throw the ball downfield.
He's
Everybody
injured.
know he's injured. He's a mechanical thrower. That means it's not arm. It's the whole body. He need his foot. He need his body, his bottom half to be okay, and his bottom half is not okay. He can't push the ball downfield, and teams know that, so they're playing up close and say, hey, Joe Burrow just throw it over us, and he can't do it.
Wow.
So yeah,
And he's got one of the fastest big players receivers in the thing. That's
yeah,
what they do. So
yeah. So if you can't do what they do best, that's why they look like that. Joe Burrow
and
cannot get the ball downfield right now. Now that might get better because his leg might get better, but as of right now, he can't do it. Give me Arizona Cardinals, and I'm on the ledge. I haven't betted it yet, but I'm on the ledge.
I think they desperate for a win and they get one. New York Jet, everybody trying to fire Zach Wilson. They try to get behind him a little bit, but Denver big win last week, like nail biter against Chicago. I think they pull another one off here. Or no. Zach actually becomes the hero this week because I don't really have anything. Both of these teams are kind of, but the Jets have a really really good defense. The Jets have a really good defense. Now I will say that. I'll take the Jets. Who's favored it? Who you taking at wide, Jerry?
This is one of those. Why are they favorite?
The
Denver.
Broncos.
The Broncos are favorite. Yeah, give me the Jets money line. The Jets are a better team. Of course, Broncos has the better quarterback, but give me the Jets at plus I think it's plus 110. Give me the Jets at plus 110. Denver defense is horrible. Justin Field looked like he won a Heisman last week.
Oh gosh, he looked damn. They took him back to where did he go?
Ohio State.
Alabama, Ohio
Ohio
State.
State, yeah, he lit it up last week, and they actually were blowing the doors off of Denver. Denver just happened to come back because
Yeah, they happened to come back
yeah.
and won.
And another thing, real quick, I know we getting low. This is the Sean Payton revenge game. Not for Sean Payton, for the offensive coordinator of the Jets. This is the dude he threw under the bus. So
Everybody hates Sean. They need to come out with like a little skit or something for Sean because everybody hates Sean Payton now. You still
yeah,
think you in the booth, Sean Payton? Your ass ain't in the booth no more. So
right. This was on Hard Knocks. They was talking about this in the preseason. They circled this game on the calendar. The Jets are going to try to demolish the Denver Broncos. Give me the Jets money line.
I like it. Chiefs
I bet
going
it
to
too. I bet
Minnesota.
it.
You bet it. I'd bet that one too. That's not that for me. That's like a definite. That's like almost a no brainer in my opinion. Chiefs going to Minnesota. Chiefs they don't look like the Chiefs all the way. If that makes sense, they don't look like the Chiefs last year. Or they kind of do. Chiefs they kind of ride this little medium cool wave and then they get red hot at the end of the year and start blowing out everybody. That's what happens. But they never cover their spreads. But anyway, I'm taking Kansas City. How many points are they giving in this game, Jimmy?
Uh, I'm taking Kansas City as well, and I actually lost my page with all the spreads on it. Okay,
Well,
here it
no,
goes.
no worries.
I got it. Here it go. It's right here. They got it -5. Kansas City -5 over Minnesota.
Okay, so that's more realistic then. Okay, they
Yeah.
kept it realistic.
Yep.
Okay,
Now,
I'm glad.
now I like Kansas City, but Minnesota plays everybody to like one possession. They did this all last season. They just won all the games last season, and this year they're losing all the games. You know what I'm saying? That's like one possession. But give me Kansas City. I might money line it because I think it could come down to like a field goal or something. But give me Kansas City in the game. I didn't bet this.
I'm sad about Kirk Cousins losing all these games too. 'Cause I really like Kirk Cousins. But anyway, another tough historical matchup. The night game could never be nothing is definitely more exciting than watching the Dallas Cowboys and they're going to San Francisco. Um, San Francisco looks superhuman right now. I don't have any reason to pick against them. I don't have
Yeah,
any reason to.
yeah, they look superhuman, and I'm not picking against them. I'm not betting against them. I'm not doing anything against San Fran. Um, yeah, I'm picking San Fran.
I'm picking San Fran. I'm picking San Fran.
Yeah, and
And I
actually,
don't. Dallas got good defense now. Like I think they actually have one of the better defenses in the league. But
yeah,
San Francisco, I don't know what kind of time they on over there, dude.
yeah,
Like I'm
yeah.
not dealing. I wouldn't bet against them right now.
Now both of these teams are actually top five in both. They top five in offense and defense, both of them. So this should be a classic Goliath fight. So I'm just staying out of it. I'm just gonna enjoy the game. I'm not betting in either side.
Speaking of Goliath fight, baby Charlo, you got your ass whooped this weekend, little Charlo. You let Saul come in there and slap you around. The predecessor of David beat you up. You ran. You didn't really get beat up too bad because you ran, coward. But don't beat me up if you see me because I hear you got attitude for real. So I'm not a pro boxer. Please don't hit me. Last game of the evening, and we up against the clock like we always are. Green Bay's going to Vegas. This is just gonna be a bad game, Jen. Nothing exciting about this game. I
Nah,
don't. I'm not gonna bet it. Vegas wins. They're at home. West Coasting. But nothing turning me on about this game. I'm not betting anything. Who you think gonna win? Who's favorite? Why?
I really don't know who's gonna win. I could flip a coin right now and tell you who gonna win.
Right.
But um, Green Bay is favored by 2. I'm actually might lean to Vegas. I don't know who's starting. I don't know if Garoppolo or the backup starting. But I might actually, the prop's not out. I looked because I was going to look for a prop for this game. This is the Devontae Adams revenge game. You might want to look
Oh,
at
I
his
forgot
over.
about that. Yeah,
Yeah, he
he's
might catch.
unhappy though right now, right?
He's unhappy, but he's probably going to catch 20 passes for 200 yards on Green Bay. So I would look
Not
to.
with your boy out there,
Yeah, with him out there.
with Alexander out there.
Yeah, he
Right, right.
probably they pretty much know each other. I'll go with Devontae with that matchup, but um, the props are not out there, so I can't give you an exact prop. But just everybody watch that because the props come out kind of late.
They take the over on Devontae, whatever it is.
Yeah, take the over on Devontae. Yeah, just I'm gonna look at it, but it depends on what the number is. But just go look at it, and if y'all comfortable with the number, I would take it.
Take his over receiving yard and definitely take him to score a touchdown. Um, and speaking of touchdown, I think we just did on this schedule, Jan.
Oh yeah,
Pay
yeah,
dirt, baby. That's the end of it.
yeah.
Anything you want to say to the people? Any public relations you want to do? Damn, what Al? We almost hey Al, we like to forgot you, homeboy. Our silent partner in there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, no, we're not gonna forget about our Canton Connect. Hey, shout out Al. We love you, man. We really do, man. Any public relations, Jan? I'm always
Uh,
yapping, right?
Shout out to my Philly crew.
Shout out
Shout
to
out
them
to
Philly
them.
boys. Them boys grew up. They could hoop too.
Oh yeah,
The boy
yeah.
could hoop growing up.
Hoopers,
They were
yeah,
athletes.
hoopers.
Like a lot of the Philly boys are athletes.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
we're not talking about the city Philly. We're talking about the street over there where Eminem feel 8 Mile on y'all block. Y'all not really
yep,
tough over there.
yep.
He feel 8 Mile on y'all block. He didn't come on Joy Road and feel that. He wasn't on school crack. Okay? No, I'm
Hey,
joking. Don't no, I'm
yeah,
joking, Detroit. Don't freaking approach. I'm joking.
and before we get out of here, the best bet is New Orleans under New Orleans, New England under 40 points. If it go down to like 38, 37, don't jump on it no more. Right now it's at 40. I would take it at 40 or 39. That's the
And
better
that's
best bet.
listen, when that New Orleans bet hit that daggone under, Jan, please tell these folks what to do.
Give me my props.
Please give my props. Hey, we love y'all, everybody. Thanks for spending some time with us. We out.